Hey everyone, welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we are recapping all things Love Island USA Season 4 and also interviewing ex-Islanders. And today we have Joel with us.
Welcome.
How's it going, guys?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How
Enjoying
you
being
feeling
here.
post Villa?
Post villas, it's a bittersweet feeling. Obviously I didn't want to leave those guys in the villa. I had such an amazing time with them. It's so many amazing connections. But and now get to go see Bella. So
Yes.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
that as well.
Wow.
We will
Already
get
right off
to
the
that. We
bat.
love that.
So you are back home where again?
I live in Massachusetts,
Oh,
Right. Right.
In your parents' house, which is so cute that you bought.
Yeah, I live in my dad's old house.
That is
Aw.
adorable.
That's so
Yeah.
cute. Masshole. I know you said that on the show.
Oh,
I
did.
was
I didn't
dying.
said that.
Masshole for life.
I was like, Joel, no.
There's nothing wrong with being a masshole.
Oh,
It just means that we're honest and genuine, and that's
yeah, I
that's all it
guess
is.
you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
One of the first things I love asking people is,
Mhm.
how did you end up on the show? Did you apply? Were you casted? What did that look like for you?
Yeah, I was casted for the show, so I got recruited on Instagram, got a DM, and then
Love it.
obviously had a bunch of interviews and for the show, and yeah, it was a very very thorough process, elongated process, but yeah, it was fun.
That's amazing. Did you hear about the show before? Like, were you familiar with it at all? Or did you have like no idea what it even was?
Yeah, so I mean, I'd heard of the show before, and it was a show that I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna go on that show. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
I love it.
And I never ever watched any of it, not the UK version, not the USA version. And then like as we got closer to it, I was like, you know what, fuck it, why not? Like, let's just give it a go and see what happens. And so I like skimmed through 2 episodes to make sure I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. And I was like, all right, yeah, let's send it.
Oh my God.
Wow. What an
I lo-
amazing mentality.
Yeah. So you had no idea really what you were walking into.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, like when I say skim through the episodes, I mean literally skim. Like I watched
Yeah.
maybe a total of 5 minutes, and just
Oh my
like I was
gosh.
all right, that's one part. There's truth or dare. They record you sleeping. Interesting. All right, and I was
Interesting.
like, all right, send it.
But you understood that
That's
you had to
amazing.
share a bed with someone.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I feel like that's the
I'm-
biggest shock to everyone.
Yeah.
No,
Like, wait.
I'm a big cuddler, so
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
mind.
good.
I thought you were about to say I'm a big strangers in bed person.
No,
It's like big fan, big fan.
big fan of Strangers in Bed. That's my thing.
So you came in as the last male bombshell and you came in bold. It was so fun to watch you kind of like call out the guys. You literally called out Isaiah spade of spade. And tell me how you have so much confidence and how it felt coming in alone as a male bombshell.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy coming in alone. Like I was pulling up to the villa, and I'm like, "Am I really about to go in alone right now?" They're like, "Yep, it's just you." And I was like, "All right, here we go." And so, walking into 16 complete strangers, and they're all like sitting on the bench, and like Sydney's crazy excited. I'm like, I thought she's like all about Isaiah. Like I don't know what's going on right now. And then yeah, I definitely threw Isaiah with the "your head's all over the place" comment because he's like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So I thought I burned that bridge really quickly, but we made up. We're best friends now.
Oh, that's
But yeah,
awesome.
but yeah, it was a crazy feeling coming in, and I just knew that I had to be 100% genuine, 100% myself. And all the guys and the girls really responded well to that, and really appreciated just like how open and honest I was. And so I told the guys, I was like, and they told me, they're like, look, have conversations with every girl you can, just like let us know beforehand, like who you're gonna talk to and who you're interested in, and so I literally talked to everyone but Deb before the night of that first elimination. And yeah,
Wow.
I
it was a
know.
great time.
You came in like the middle of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like coming in right after Casa. This is going to be interesting because everyone's all over the place right now.
Who did you have your eye on when you walked in?
Yeah, so when I first came in, I definitely had my eye on Nadjha, Kat, and Phoebe. Like those are my top three, and Bella was in the top five. And it didn't really like I was definitely like had my sights set on Nadjha, and then I could in my first conversation with her, I could definitely tell that there were some walls up. Even we had great conversation, but I could definitely tell that she was really trying to push towards the relationship with Jeff. And then I sat down with Bella, and she just like swept me off my feet, and I'm like, I gotta chase this. I gotta go for this and explore this feeling. And now it's turned into more. So
Okay, speaking of,
yes.
we saw you connect with Bella. We talked to her when she got off the show, and she was like, I'm waiting for Joel. So give us the update. Tell us about your connection, because we saw a little bit, but not a total amount. And we think that you guys are so cute together.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Obviously we wish we could have recoupled. We definitely think we could have been America's favorite couple, but yeah, I mean, the connection was so strong and so genuine and pure. We were just very, very open with each other from the get go. And every question I asked was the exact answer I was looking for. She's family oriented and wants to date for marriage, and she's on the East Coast, and just all the things, like super motivated singer songwriter, just like so self driven and everything. Relatively into fitness. Obviously, she looks fantastic. And so she just checked all the boxes for me. And I was just super excited to continue to explore that. We had a total of 3 conversations, and obviously we shocked Chaz a little bit when I chose to marry her in the Snog Marry Pie. So that was yeah, that was a little bit interesting, and definitely rubbed Chaz the wrong way. Everything happened so fast in the villa. There just wasn't enough time to pull him aside and let him know how I was feeling, because she also wanted to pull him aside. But we smoothed things over with him, and we're on good terms now. But yeah, she swept me off my feet, and obviously you saw how emotional I was when she was leaving. I literally almost left the show for her that night.
Wow.
I was moments away from doing that, and ultimately I chose to stay. I talked with her. It was just supporting me, motivating me, and just being like, "You're here. Like, you got to see this through. Like, I'm going to be rooting for you," and watching all the episodes back home. And so that kind of gave me the confidence to keep moving forward and keep pushing.
Good. I know. I like that you gave it a chance.
Yeah.
Still, and saw it through.
I totally forgot about how you dropped that bomb in the Kiss Mary Pie.
Yeah. So did you tell anyone about it?
Yeah. Did you tell anyone about the kiss?
No, I hadn't told anyone about the kiss yet. And I think she had maybe told Shansei. No one had any idea about the kiss until that moment.
Gosh.
That's why, like, you saw like Timmy's reaction. Like, he looked over, you could see him in the background, and everyone was definitely very, very shook. By that, because I didn't tell anyone my top 3. I didn't tell them who I was interested in. I just like went out there with an open mind just to see kind of what connections I could make.
You said mic drop.
Yep.
Yep.
It was great.
Have you talked to Bella since being home? Do you have any plans to meet up? We're nosy. We just want to know all the facts.
Yeah. So I haven't necessarily reached out per se, but we're definitely planning on meeting up in the very, very near future, and that's about all I can say on that right now. But I'm very, very excited.
I love it. I can't wait to see that. Wow.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, very excited.
So when Bella went home, what made you want to couple up with Phoebe?
Yeah, so Phoebe and I actually had a conversation my first day there, and we had a really, really good conversation. Obviously, she was one of my top 3 coming in, and she was definitely in the conversation. When I was deciding who I was really feeling in the villa, and we just had such easy flowing conversation, and we vibed in so many different ways. Obviously, another East Coast girl, and although she was younger, she definitely seemed like she had a good head on her shoulders. And I was, looking forward to possibly exploring that more. And obviously it didn't really end up working out that way, but ultimately, I just felt that I had a much stronger connection with her than I did with Courtney. And so I just felt that that was the relationship that I needed to pursue. And that's the only one I could really see going further, just, with Courtney being on the West Coast, and never having been to the Northeast, not really sure if she felt, any kind of way about the cold. And so, I just felt that if I was going to have a future with someone, and there was going to be someone I could see myself moving forward with, it was Phoebe in that moment.
Yeah. And you made it very clear too to viewers that you were looking for something serious, and you really made it clear that you were there for the right reasons. Like, you wanted something that would last beyond the show. Like, you weren't there just for a good time, but to actually find something that would be very real on the outside.
Yeah, 100%. I really just wanted to, like I said, I'm dating for marriage. I'm 28 years old. I've been through the ringer as far as relationships, and I've taken this last year and a half since my past relationship to really focus on myself and become who I need to be, and so that way I can be a good husband and a good father, and I'm ready to settle down and start that family.
Wow, that's so wholesome. I really
I
hope you find
know.
that person.
Going off of that,
Mhm.
did you know that Phoebe was into Chad? Did she let you know?
Yeah, I mean, I had seen them like having some conversations here and there. I didn't know how strong of a connection they had prior to all that. And I had the one conversation with her right before the recoupling ceremony, and she was like, like I definitely did friend zone you, but we did have a good spark originally, so I'm willing to give this a shot. And whether or not that was to keep herself in or not, I don't know. But we're all just trying to find love out here, and I felt that if I was going to make a connection with anyone, it was going to be her. And so I figured I'd give it a whirl, and I'm so happy that she was able to make the decision to end things with me so quickly, and go all in on Chad, because that's what you deserve on this show. You deserve
Mhm.
to express your emotions and tell everyone how you feel, and that's exactly what she did. And so it was refreshing to hear that, and that allowed me to just kind of enjoy the rest of my time there. Obviously Mackenzie and I were just friends and looking out for each
Yeah.
other, so I
That
just
was
got
my
to
next
support all the
question.
guys and make sure they were great.
Was there anything romantic ever between you and Mackenzie? So many viewers thought because you resemble Connor that it was like a no-brainer that that was going to be a couple. What it obviously didn't shake out like that, but was there ever any sort of romantic connection there?
Yeah, so I watched it over, and they definitely made it seem that way, like there could be something there. But she put the drop on that pretty quickly. She said
Oh.
she said I looked exactly like Connor, and I was super into fitness, and she's like, I'm not into fitness, I'm not that person. Like, and we talked about what we were looking for romantically, and we were just on different pages from the get go, and so we both friend zoned each other the first night. Um, and
Oh my gosh.
You
and
seem to have
but
a great friendship.
Yeah.
yeah, we had an amazing friendship. I wish they had showed our peanut butter and jelly conversation. We came up with like all these hashtags, and like hashtag smooth like jelly, hashtag tough enough to crack, hashtag we snacks. And
Oh,
Oh my god,
wait,
that's
maybe they did show it because how
did they?
that tweet? The tweet
it could be in
challenge.
the unseen bits.
Yeah, maybe it's in the
Right.
unseen
I
bits.
Well,
wondered about the peanut butter
we
and jelly tweet.
we didn't start the peanut butter and jelly thing until after that tweet though.
That's what I thought
Oh,
too. Okay, I was
okay.
like,
Yeah,
it was probably going off of the tweet. Okay, that's very funny.
Okay, that's
yeah,
cute.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Yeah,
super
you
fun.
sorry,
we're
yeah.
peanut butter and jelly, and we have such an amazing friendship, and we're just glad to be there for each other and look out for each other. Coming as the new bombshells into kind of a hostile environment where everyone's like very coupled up, and just trying to like see where we fit in and see where we can navigate and see if there were any doors that could open. It was nice having someone else there who was experiencing the same things.
Mhm.
Were there any other moments like that that weren't shown that you wish were?
Not really. I felt like they showed everything pretty well. I wish they had shown a little bit more of the trash talking that Timmy and I had.
Towards
We had some
what?
really we had some really good rivalries in there, just talking about like who could beat who, and one-on-one basketball and ping pong
Ah,
and everything else. We were just jabbing at each other all day
I
every
love
day.
it.
Oh my
So
god, I
That's
would die
so
to see
funny.
that.
Same.
yeah,
That's
maybe we can get
hilarious.
that in the unseen bits, but
Right?
it was super fun chatting it up with him, and
That's
just trash talking
hilarious.
him. So we definitely got some basketball games coming up, and other than that, I just had a good time with all the guys.
I love it.
Nothing crazy that I don't think wasn't shown.
Going right off of that, when you left, literally all the boys would talk about was how obsessed they were with you, how amazing of a person you were, how positive you were, how you impacted the villa in such a great way. And we love to hear that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we want to know who was your best friend, or if you have multiple, or if it's all the guys, because clearly you made an impact on a lot of people.
Yeah, it really was all the guys. In particular, I came in kind of wanting to be a big brother to Isaiah and helping him out on his journey, because at the time, like all I'd seen was that he was like all over the place and just brought Phoebe back, and he was in a weird spot with Sydney, and so I really just tried to help him navigate all of that. And then he ended up really being a big brother to me and helping me out with, my whole Bella situation and trying to figure out, am I going to go with Courtney? Am I going to go with Phoebe? Who am I feeling? And so, yeah, I would say Isaiah and I got really, really close. And he was probably the closest thing I had to a best friend in there other than Jesse. Jesse and I also really hit it off. And he's just such a genuine, amazing dude. And obviously all the other guys were amazing as well. And so we got some guys trips planned. They're gonna come up to Mass, and we're gonna go water skiing and stuff like that. And so we got some big plans coming up.
That's
but yeah,
so fun.
I know. I love to hear that.
yeah, I mean, all the guys are amazing, and I did want to bring that positive energy coming in. I'm a very positive guy. I don't like to bring negativity into the world, and when you bring positivity, people feed off of that. And even Jesse said, like, when I came in, Timmy was kind of like down and out and just kind of like hanging around and doing his thing. And when I came in, he like lit back up and like became Timmy again. And so, yeah, so I was really excited to hear that. I'm really excited to know that I made such an amazing impact on all those guys in there.
Well,
yeah.
that's
Did you ever
really
get hit by the BBQ Boys?
I did not get hit by the BBQ Boys.
Oh my
I dodged
God.
that
You're
bullet.
so lucky. You're so lucky.
I would not
Yeah.
be able to do that.
I saw all the antics going down, and I think like halfway through their BBQ Boys antics, the one day it was going down, I think I went in the pool, and I think they then I could kind of like avoid them a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Best decision.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like, if they get barbecue sauce in the pool, they're getting in trouble.
Yeah, there was also like the second day I was there, and I had no idea about the BBQ Boys or what was going on. So
They gave you
We
a free
still
pass.
don't even understand it, but
it's you don't ask questions, you just enjoy the moment, and
it's like
That's so
Fight Club.
true.
yeah, don't talk about Fight Club.
Exactly. I know that you touched on Jesse, and I just want to get your take. If you don't have one, it's fine. I don't know if you saw last night's episode, but he asked Deb to be his girlfriend, and Deb said no, basically. What do you feel about their relationship, or can you tell us anything that we might not be seeing?
Yeah, so that was a really tough moment for me seeing that, because him and I had a lot of very deep conversations right before I left. And I actually was the one encouraging him to do that.
No.
Not and
Joel.
and I didn't know what Deb's feelings were, and obviously I
right.
saw after the fact that Mackenzie had some conversations with her about kind of where she was at, and he was the last OG to make things exclusive or not. And so, I mean, but what I told him was, you like anytime they had conversations, she would kind of like steer away from the like serious conversations and talks about commitment and stuff like that. And so I told him to just, if you really feel this strongly about this girl, you just got to let her know. And the worst she can do is say no. And unfortunately, she did say no. And you could see the hurt in his eyes and how painful that was for him. But I'm thankful that she does know now, because now she can make a more educated decision about how all in Jesse is and where his head's at and how ready he is for this relationship, and how far he's willing to go. And I think her reservations come from whatever she's dealt with in her past and what she's in the future. And I get she doesn't want to think that, or maybe she's thinking this, that she doesn't want this relationship just to be because they're about to be at the finale and it's the pressure of the show, and he feels like that's what he should do. Like, she wants it to be genuine and pure, and that that know that this relationship can work on the outside. So I just hope that Jesse still keeps an open mind about everything and still stays all in, and they can truly explore their relationship on the outside.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was a tough moment to watch, but
If anything, it did progress them, even if it didn't progress them in the right way. Like, they're still getting closer to understanding what each of them needs in this relationship.
Yeah, and Jesse's always, from what I could tell, has always been someone who's been very reserved about expressing himself and expressing his emotions. And so I think it was really important for him, regardless of the outcome, to do that, just so that way, like I said, Deb can know where his head's at and what he's feeling, because he has been relatively reserved for the majority of the show, as much as he has expressed, how much he likes and appreciates Deb and, Built for Tough, whatever it is, that he really is all in And so I think there is a little affirmation for Deb there, and she has a lot to think about going forward.
No more
Who-
gray areas.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who would you vote for if you had a vote right now for the winner?
Yeah. It's a toss up right now. I would love it. For me, it's between Zimmy and Isaiah and Sid.
Yeah.
Isaiah and Sid. I had a lot of great conversations with Isaiah, and when they were going through their whole beef after the Twitter challenge, I was like, look, like, don't worry about the show. Like, if you truly care about this girl, if you truly love this girl, find a way to make it work. It's like, don't worry about the cameras, don't worry about anything else. It's like this is your life right now that you have to worry about. And so I think having that conversation with him and him having a conversation with the BBQ Boys really solidified his feelings and his emotions and wanting to make that real. And I think they, I don't know whose relationship is stronger right now, because Zeta and Timmy have been so strong for so long. It's tough to say. I think
It's hard.
I might lean towards Isaiah and Sid just because of how strong they've gotten over the past few days and how in love they are with each other.
Yeah.
And I haven't really heard those love conversations between Zeta and Timmy. Like, I've heard, like, I really care about you and, like, I see a future with us, but I haven't really heard that love card or felt that love card as much as I have with Zay and Sid. Not that it's not there. I just haven't seen it as much.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like we get so much raw emotion with Sydney and Isaiah.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
that.
Zeta and Timmy are just, like, a little bit more reserved in expressing their emotions.
Or at least from what we see, because, like, we don't see everything. So who knows?
Yeah. And I mean, in the villa, Zeta and Timmy are just, like, laying on each other and talking for like 2.5 hours. So, I mean, they can talk all day. So it's hard to say what exactly they're always talking about, but, but they're definitely tight.
Yeah. So what was the biggest lesson that you learned in the villa? You seem to be like the big brother to everyone, giving everyone advice, but what did you take away from it?
I know. I'm like, I think I need advice from him.
I know. Can you be my therapist?
I'm happy to give any advice you guys need. My biggest lesson I learned is that the person that I have been working towards becoming is coming to fruition. And that all of my self-reflection and work over this past year and a half has been for the better, and just that I can be a positive in someone's life, and even someone who I literally just met and I've only known for 7 days, that I can make 5 grown men kind of tear up a little bit, and 5 grown women tear up a little bit just by my impact that I made on coming to the villa, and coming in and making a positive impact like that was all I was hoping to do coming in. I didn't know if I was going to find love. I didn't know what I was going to find, but making that impact really just solidified, the person I am and the person I want to be. And just, it was a really good affirmation for me that I'm, who I want to be.
I love that. I think that's really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the biggest goal coming out of there. That's a great goal to accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I've said it a few times, Love Island is definitely about finding someone, but it's equally about finding yourself and learning about yourself.
Yep.
And
100%.
And so many guys learned so much about themselves going in there, and how to open up and how to be vulnerable and how to express themselves. And I think that's more important than anything you can get from the show. Is just finding yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think that's what makes it so special too, and such a unique opportunity and experience.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have a game for you. It's fast facts. So whatever comes to your mind, just say it.
Okay.
Oh, fast facts. A little music that we don't have. Funniest moment.
Funniest moment. All the guys freaking out about me swimming well.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That was hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yes.
Hilarious. Most welcoming Islander.
Probably, well, Sydney was very excited to see me, so probably Sydney from the get go.
Messiest person in the villa.
Oh man, that's a toss up. They were all so messy. The kitchen was a mess every night.
Oh my god.
I would say probably, probably Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Oh my God.
We'll
That's
go with
hilarious.
Phoebe.
Courtney
That's
said
Well,
that
actually,
too.
yeah. Well, I will say, but Jeff's closet was also just a complete mess. It was just
I could
clothes everywhere.
totally picture that.
We saw
So
that in the unseen bed, so it was
It's
hilarious.
so
Yeah.
funny.
it's a toss up.
Okay, funniest Islander.
Ooh, that's also a good one. It's a toss up for me between um, probably Deb and Chad.
Oh,
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah,
Best cook.
Chad.
Interesting.
Wow.
Best smooth talker.
That is a great question. Best smooth talker. Probably Timmy, because that man can rhyme and just he can flow.
That's what I was gonna say. Best kisser.
Bella,
Aw.
hands down, Bella, all day.
Someone playing the game.
Ooh, I mean Phoebe played harder than anyone, so she definitely played the game hard. Yeah, Phoebe.
Who would take the money at the end of the show instead of splitting it with their couple?
Great question. I don't know that anyone would.
It doesn't have to be the final
It could be
people. It could be
anyone that
any of the
came
couples that
in
came
at
Any of
through.
any
them.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a great question. Who would take the money and run? I'm
He's like,
gonna
I gotta be
say.
careful.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Chaz.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I love you, Chaz. I love you, Chaz. You're great.
We love you, Paz, too. It's fine. It's all
He's
fun and games.
hilarious.
Most spiritual.
Most spiritual. I'll have to give that one to Chad just because he was doing all the meditation and everything. But and Courtney. Courtney was also
Mhm.
very spiritual.
Boldest.
I mean, you got to go with probably Phoebe. Just going full send and in every situation.
Yeah. Longest to get ready.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Jeff. Jeff took for fucking ever. I mean, he would iron for so long, and then you would he would wait till the last second to shower, and then it was always a mad dash for him at the end. He would be cleaning up his beard and touching up his hair, and then ironing again, and then touching up his hair some more, and it was just nonstop with him.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
him.
He's such a character.
Last to get out of bed.
Jeff.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
put this one on. Were there any shady tweets that we didn't see that you were like, ooh?
No, I think they posted all the tweets. There weren't any like obviously the biggest tweet was the Phoebe Sid one.
Yeah.
And they posted that, and so all the other tweets were chill.
I was just curious if there were any unseen bits of the tweets.
No,
Just
not that I'm aware. I mean, I skimmed through the tweets, but that was the only bad tweet. So,
what was your
Use some of
favorite
them.
moment out of the whole time being there?
Favorite, it's between two. So one was my first kiss with Bella. There's so much passion and emotion and things that aren't said through kissing, and I'm a very passionate kisser. And so anytime I kiss someone, there's so many unspoken words, and so that was probably one of my favorite moments. And then my other favorite moment was the food challenge.
Oh.
Wow.
Phoebe and I absolutely destroyed the food challenge. They didn't show a lot of us,
Ew.
but I mean, we were so laser focused, and after the clam chowder round,
Ew.
our bowls were completely full to the brim. We brought every churro over. We brought every lava cake over. We filled up the smoothie cup to the brim, I mean, we were all in. It was a very impressive showing.
Do you think they did clam chowder because you're from Massachusetts?
I don't know if they did, but it was delicious. It was
Ew.
so good. I loved it.
No.
It
am
tasted
deceived.
fantastic. It was a little too gelatiny for me. Like,
Oh,
but
stop.
they had to make it a little more
Stop.
gelatinous that way you could like get it in your mouth a little easier. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's sick.
it was
Stop.
scrumptious. I loved it.
Ew. Oh my god.
Scrumptious. What a word.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Would be dying.
Never heard anyone say that word when talking about the food challenge.
Yeah.
I love the food challenge. All the food tasted great. The chili was fantastic. Honestly, the hardest one was the noodles. The noodles was gross because you would have I had the noodles like hanging out of my mouth
Hanging,
here.
yeah.
And I would have to like baby bird drop it into Phoebe's mouth.
Ew.
And
Ew. Ew.
Oh no, that's
I have
amazing.
so much PTSD from that. I can't.
The strawberry milkshake will just never, ever. I can't look at one ever again.
No.
it was a little chunky.
Yeah, that's sick. This question's way different than that question, but what's kind of next for you? What do you have going on? What are you going to be up to?
Yeah, so obviously I'm going back to my welding fabricating job. I know that everyone is excited for me to get back, and I'm a lead fabricator on the floor, so I help out with a lot of the jobs. So I'm excited to get back to that and be helping out those guys and be back with my home away from home.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you explain what fabricating is?
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
So I essentially I do custom metal work. So
Okay.
we make really extravagant doors. We make nice railings. We do entryways, sculptures, all sorts of stuff.
Wow.
So and it's all custom, all different all the time.
Oh, cool.
That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just know a lot of us didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
We're not rich.
I'm not rich either. But we get raw materials in, and so we take like large stocks of metal or sheet and we turn it into something incredible. So
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah. I've been
Okay,
doing
sorry
that
to
for
interrupt. Keep going.
14 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously I'm planning on getting back to my welding job, and then other than that, I helped my dad run a pool over the summer. We're going to be closing that down shortly after I get back, so I'll be helping him out with that. And then other than that, just getting back to my bodybuilding and getting back to my regular regimen. And then I do some modeling and acting, so I'm hoping some good modeling and acting gigs come from this.
Oh, cool.
And then obviously, number one, Bella. So
Oh, I love this.
We cannot wait to see what happens
wow.
with you guys. We will be keeping a close watch.
I'm sure we already have a Bella and Joel fan page. So
Oh, it's
I
there.
love that.
yeah. So
The energy. We love it.
Yes.
We wish you all the best.
Yes.
And we're keeping an eye out for you and Bella. And tell everyone where they can find you on your socials. Give us your handle. This is your time. Drop it.
My only social right now is really Instagram. You guys can follow me at the Real Swole Joel, and I hope to see you all there. And you guys can follow me on my journey. I got tons of bodybuilding tips, fitness, all the things. So be sure to check it out. And I'm excited to start the journey with everyone.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Everyone will have to go follow you. Also, this is a last thing. I have been calling you Joel, just like for fun, even though I know your name is Joel.
She turned French one day, and then she just...
Joel was how we all referred to you on our podcast the whole season, actually, and all the people writing into the chat would. And they came up with a couple name of Joella.
How good
for
is
you
that?
and Bella. And it was pretty funny. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't seen that. I've been toying with the ideas too. I was between Joella, Jola, and Jella.
Jella.
Yeah,
Jella's pretty good.
Jella is cute.
Joella or Jella?
Yeah, those
Jella
are my
was my
faves.
top. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
Oh yeah. On that note, thank you so much for coming on today. And thank you so much to everyone that has listened. Make sure to follow Joel on everything to keep up with him and what he's going on. Like this video and leave any other comments, questions down below or in the chat.
Thank you so much, Joel.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate y'all.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.